Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis V as Brandenburg. Let us continue on from where we last left off. It is still the 1st of April. We have not progressed at all yet, but that's okay. We just, we spent the first episode just kind of looking around, looking at all the things that we could possibly do. Now, I went back between videos to kind of look at like the landless nations to kind of see, when we do the stream, who we might want to play as. And I did see that they did rank Brandenburg as a very hard country to play. So if that's the case, things might not end up going perfectly here, but that's okay. It's a learning experience. Get rid of view. And a few other things I want to kind of point out. I did not actually look at the map modes last episode, but look how many different map modes there are for this game. This is a lot. They're like, we can look like, okay, how many nobles are? I will say the font is not great, and also the color. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say the screen's black. Like you can see, there's 50 nobles here, there's 42 here, 63, 40, and you can see like nobles in every single province, every single country. There's a lot of map modes that are in the game right now, which I think is good. Having more information is always a positive. And there's also some other things we have here, which we have not actually looked at quite yet. So we have the Holy Roman Empire. Currently, it's led by our father. Main actions: vote for next Holy Roman Emperor. I don't think we have to do that quite yet. Negative 53. We have 0 because I'm assuming that we can just choose whoever we want. Can I vote? I want to vote for my dad. Yeah, I don't think I've changed anything here, but we have the Holy Roman Empire. You can kind of see who is in it. Following policies are in effect: uncodified electoral orders, no taxation. The religion is Catholicism. Only we can have the imperial religion, which is fine as long as nobody hammers a theses to a church door. We should be okay on that front. Max electors plus 4 and 3. Becoming a member will provide. Cannot become, so we basically can't become anything. We can't even become a duchy yet due to, because of the HRE at the moment. The leader gets bonuses, which we don't care about because we're not the leader of the HRE. After that, these are considered international organizations. After that, we are also part of the Catholic Church. There's a couple of policies. I don't know. Doctrines? There's so much. Papal bull, saint, holy sites. Members. How many holy sites do we control? Like a few. We don't control Jerusalem. We control like the rest. Yeah, we're doing okay for the rest of them. I think that seems okay. 3 military orders. There's 7 curie and 17 cardinals. I don't know if we can like I don't know if we can like get more influence in the HRE, at least right now. And even then, as Brandenburg, I don't think having a huge amount of sway in the Catholic Church is really going to be that important for us, at least at the moment. And on top of that, there's also the Brandenburgian Altstädter Union. I don't even know. Are you Altstäd? I'm assuming you're Altstäd. I don't know where. Yeah, you're Altstäd. So what is this union? Members can leave the union when they no longer have the same ruler. In order to consolidate the union, a member must have the same integration level as the senior partner. Members with a lower level must have their integration enforced via the parliament. Currency of the union is in Brandenburg. There's 2 members in it. Nobody's integrated. So, I mean, that does seem like we're the same. All these have established seniority, centralization laws. We can't really do anything here either. But we're the head of this union. We're happy with that. So we're going to actually finally unpause the game now. We're just going to go on speed 3. If you're familiar with my channel, you know I'm a big speed 5 enjoyer, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense for us right now. Our chance reports, cost of belly gained. We have a claim throne cost of belly on Denmark. Try having Let's Live the Dogs of War. So Denmark, we can claim your throne. Like, who's in charge of Denmark right now then? Denmark is led. Relations. Is there no king? Is there no king in Denmark? Yeah, Kingdom of Denmark. I want to touch. Okay, no, there we go. We got Count Gerald III. He is the rulers in the county of Holstein-Renberg. He is the region of Denmark. So who are you the regent for? I see that you were the regent. But who is actually, who are you the regent of? Covert actions. Is there anything we can do? I mean, we have no diplomats right now. And we're only getting like 0.1 per month. So it's going to take a while for us to actually do anything. Proposed ruler. We do not have a diplomat. Denmark does not have an heir. Okay, so there is an heir. Covert actions. Assassinate character. Ask for money. Request market access preference. Now, again, we do have a cause to belly against them. We cannot start a war for May 1st. You know, that's just, you can't start a war in the first month of the game. We have an alliance with them as well, so we can't obviously go to war with them yet. But if we can get, like, some influence in Denmark, that sounds pretty good. Also, this still is... It's like Victoria 3. Why is it like... Wait. It goes from 8 a.m. to, like, 8 p.m. So it's like a 10-hour day clock. So it's not a full 24 hours. But I think that's actually very interesting. Yes, we have our unpressed cost ability. It expires in 1342. So we have 5 years to try to press it. Like, who are you friends with? 4,014 soldiers, which is substantially more than it looks like than we have, as far as I can tell. Unless that's like by province. I guess maybe I need to press Berlin. 1,000 troops. Food levels at 49.24. How do I Okay, we got to go to our military tree. We currently have levies of about 2,000 men. We could have some regulars. Do I want to hire some? 100 footmen. So these are like our professional levies. Our actual full-time standing army. Which we'd probably use to, you know, to reinforce our basic levies. I mean, they are expensive. 40.7. Cost a little bit. I mean, our weapons are cheap. We have cheap leather. Lumber's a little bit more expensive here. Horsemen are 64. I think they just cost more. Just a base cost. Camp followers. What do you do? Motley crew of merchant families of soldiery. Camp followers provide informal services to war bands on the march. I have no idea what that does for us, like, at all. I'm assuming it's important. Logistics, battle statistics, monthly maintenance, morale damage taken, secure flanks, initiative. Like, are we sending our families into battle? I don't know. I don't know what these guys do. We're making 0.9 ducats a month. We could, like, I wouldn't mind getting, like, an archer to maybe reinforce. And having at least somebody on the field is probably a good idea. Because, again, we are... Like, we have the resources for it. For sure. You know what? Sure. Let's build one archer. I cannot tell which of these is my territory or not. There's no location available to build archers. We can build archers here in Brandenburg. Yeah, sure. Let's build one. We'll see how that goes. It's going to cost us a pretty penny, but that's okay. We have many pennies to spend. Yeah, and everything's kind of getting built up nice and slow. We'll actually go up to speed 4. I think going day by day. I don't know. I'm assuming there's some stuff that does get affected hour by hour. But I'm assuming it's primarily battles. I think that's kind of how it worked in Victoria 3 as well. I think this seems like a pretty decent rate. So Poland's broken off their alliance with Lithuania. Rivalry's been declared by Magdeburg. That's fine. Again, we've rivaled them. They rival us. This is just, you know, this is just how life works. Okay, now what do we got? Buildings missing inputs. Buildings are missing input goods in the following markets. Wild game, beeswax, sturdy grains, and coal. Now where... Open RGO builder. Rebel movements, very, very cool. So they're missing wild game. How much do they need? Because 2.14 could either be a lot or it could be basically 0. There's a demand of 26.59. Supplies at 14. So what about the other stuff that we're missing? Supply and demand, 4.4 to 10. Coal, supply and demand is basically equal. So, like, do we want to upgrade the RGOs? The answer is that I would, but I have no money. So they're just going to have to kind of suffer for the time being. And there are a couple of rebel movements. And is this week by week? Is it month by month? Open hint. 100% they'll sort of revolt. I mean, that's fair. 0.03%, I'm not too concerned with. It looks like it's probably month to month from what I can tell. Our pops needs in the Lubeck market. Some of our pops in this market are missing goods and are actively joining rebellions. Addressing their needs might prevent the revolt. So what do they actually want? They want furs, they want fruits. Like, who even told the peasants of Brandenburg we dropped down to 575th place? Very cool. Maybe because we have no money anymore. But who told them what a fruit was? You know what I mean? I mean, the burghers are liking us a little bit more. Very, very cool. Saxe-Wittenberg is declared us as a rival. Again, that's not really something I'm too concerned about. Yeah, I mean, it looks like we have a long time before this actually takes place. Did we die? Wait. With the death of the last member of the Askanier of Brandenburg, Elector Henrik II of Askanier in 1320, the Brandenburgian lands fell in the hands of Holy Roman Emperor Ludwig IV von Wittelsbach, the elected emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. In order to keep the northern German territory administered, the Holy Roman Emperor Ludwig IV assigned the Brandenburgian march to his son, Elector Ludwig von Wittelsbach. This is the start of von Wittelsbach's era in Brandenburg, and a period of trouble as the elector was placed as ruler at a young age, leaving much of the government in the hands of Count Berthold V, the wise von Hindenburg. Robert Baron's economic issues and general discontent of the populace towards their elector plagued the rulership of Elector Ludwig, and the von Wittelsbach seemed to care little for their possession in the north. We will lose 40 legitimacy. We will gain Wittelsbacher neglect until the end of the game. Okay, so the people don't like us. because we're Bavarians, you know, we just happen to have territory up here, so we just gave it to our young son. In order to achieve this event, we must reach a Wittenbacher investment score of 7, currently negative 15. Okay, cool. We will receive events which allow us to move the score in either direction. At negative 20, the event, neglect of Brandenburg, becomes eligible to fire, removing a von Wittelsbach from power. Now, do I want that to happen? Okay, everybody hates me immediately. Do we have, form new country, move capital? No. I want to look at values. We are decentralized, traditionalist, spiritualist. We got aristocracy. We prefer equality, offensive land. We're a traditional economy. We're communal. Where do I see my country's modifiers? Because they've got to be in here. Court language is German. Legislative efficiency is at 10%. There's got to be a modifier list somewhere. I just don't know exactly where it would be. Diseases. These are researches. We're now down to almost 600th place. Very cool. Balance is going down in the economy. Where do I see... Because we obviously have this modifier now of neglect. And that's obviously bad. Does it want to be in production? Like, it would be here somewhere. Government, monarchy, we're settled. We are a county. Aristocracy. Is it like one of these? Right to inherit. Enforce religious unity. Literacy rights, the commoners, communal lands, and hunting permits. I mean, it's got to be somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. Mass control minus 10%. Monthly control goes down by 0.05%. Legitimacy goes down by 0.02. Does it go until the end of the game? Now, it said at negative 20, something bad happens. But presumably, if I get it high enough, then we should be okay. Now, I don't know. It said around negative 15. I have no idea where that number comes from. I don't know where that number is being produced. Again, I'm sure it's somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. Ledger, find. Automation. Hints. Agenda. Low legitimacy. Look, I know there's a lot of stuff going on, okay? But we're not going to worry about that quite yet. Well, we'll just let the game kind of continue on. I'm sure if we see something, it'll pop up here. Inefficient minting. Our minting efficiency is only 50% due to lack of access to needed goods. It is decreasing the amount of money we get from minting. So we're actively losing money right now. Because we're not minting any money. Burger tax at 47.5. Is this our efficiency? Monthly change minus 0.14. Satisfaction equilibrium of 47.45%. Satisfaction goes below 25%. It would not be possible to raise army levies or naval levies from this estate. I mean, that sounds bad, for sure. But we need to either make money or we need to, cut expenses. Now, 0.25, it'll last us like a couple of years. Inflation is currently going down. If we can get like inflation to like 0, like how high? Yeah, 0%. Inflation's not going up, but it's not going down. We'll at least be generating some money. Even if it's not the most amount of money in the known world, it still seems okay. Access to needed goods. What are... Hide unused... Okay, no. That's fine. We can take out loans, but I don't think we need to do this. What are the needed goods that we do not have? Like, it's got to say, tax efficiency minus 13%. Due to crown power is not great. Court maintenances, cost of the court, they're not expending buildings. 50% due to... I really wish you would just tell me what resources we don't have. What do we need to mint? We need gold and silver. Okay, fair enough. So we don't have enough gold and silver in the country in order to actually make money. Balance of gold at negative 0.85. So we need to actually import more money. Where do we want to get this money from? Where do we want to get the gold from? Who actually makes gold? Alone. Oh, these are like rivers. Okay. So this is the actual trade route we're taking to get from Lubeck to these other markets. Balance of gold in Praha is high. There's a lot of supply. A little bit of supply in Brugge over here as well. Where's Praha? Praha is down here. So let's go to Praha then. I cannot do it. 56.501 of our pops live in this market. We have no trade capacity. Okay, so do I need to go to Bohemia then? To go to economy, markets, Praha. We have no trade capacity. How do I gain trade capacity? Rocket automation, missing inputs. Our pops needs are quite low. But we have no trade capacity. Which, I mean, that sounds bad. So we can't even trade with Bohemia because we have no capacity to trade in Bohemia. Our trade capacity, because we have a marketplace in Brandenburg, we have a marketplace in Berlin. So we need to build a marketplace in this trade zone. But luckily, we can then go to markets. And our country, it's really hard to tell where my country is in this. Like, there's Berlin. Do we own Lubes? No. What market are you in? You're in Praha. So we want to go over to Sternberg, and presumably we want to build a market. Road builder, sturdy grains. I want to build here. So production, buildings. We want to get a market. Trade off. I mean, trade office maybe? Trade advantage, trade capacity of owner plus 0.3. Market village. Trade capacity 0.1. Is there a search? Okay, there's a search. I need a market. Not a marquee. I need a market. Market. The Akita market? That's in Japan. That's not what I No, get out of here. I don't want this. I mean, we can't build anything because I know we don't have any money for it. But yeah, marketplace +1. It cost 50. It'd be done in 180 days. It needs glass. But we want to build this down here so it's actually in a different trade zone, so that we can actually trade in Prague in order to get gold, so we can actually print money. But aside from that, I mean, we'll still need more grain. We still need more wild game. But honestly, it's not that bad. I think all things declared. War Gods declares her rival. I don't think I care about that in any capacity, I would say. Now, our prestige is going down. The neglect of Brandenburg. The lands of Brandenburg have always been rather underdeveloped. Yet, even at its worst, Brandenburg has never been as run down as it was under the hands of the von Winckelbach. News of this bad situation has reached the Holy Roman Emperor. The fate of Elector Ludwig von Winckelbach and his rule over these lands hangs in the balance. Upper Bavaria is going to get an event. Don't replace me. So the commoners are unhappy. We're now rank 1,262. Okay, so now we understand maybe why it was considered a tricky country to try to play as. I understand now. I get it. But I also get, this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So if you enjoyed it, thumbs up. Not doing it, thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.